Good morning, grade 6, and welcome to English. So, this is our third lesson online, and it's Wednesday today. We're halfway throughout the week. We almost at Friday. Don't worry, we're almost there. So, I hope you're excited and ready for the lesson. So, let's get started. So, just to recap, yesterday we did instructions, right? So, I hope all of you made some nice, yummy pancakes for mommy or daddy, and that you tried the recipes that we went through yesterday. So, just to go over instructions, we know that it is a direction or order. It's detailed information about how something should be done or operated, right? So we know that's the definition, and then we know instructions must be clear, precise, logical, short, factual, and easy to read. Okay. So on page 74 in your English textbook, we have the heading that says write. So it says there, imagine that you and your family are going away on holiday. Wouldn't that be nice? Your friend is going to look after your precious pet while you are away. You must give your friend instructions about caring for your pet, right? So it's telling us they're giving you a scenario where you will be going away on holiday and you need to give your friend instructions about how they need to care for your pet. So I wish I could get a direct answer from you now, but please let me know, what kind of pets do you have? Do you have dogs? Do you have cats? Do you have fishes? I have 3 dogs, and they are crazy, but they are too cute. So yes, let me know what pets you have. And we also know when you have a pet, it comes with a lot of responsibilities, right? So we need to feed them, we need to give them water, we need to groom them. There's a lot of responsibility that goes into looking after a pet, right? So if you do not have a pet, just imagine you have one. Whatever pet you ever wanted in your wildest dreams, just imagine that you have a pet for this activity, right? Okay, so then it says, before you write, you need to plan and brainstorm. So we know that when we do planning for writing, we usually do mind maps, right? Which makes it easier for us to see all our ideas and concepts on a page, right? So number 1 says, think about caring for your pet and jot down any ideas which come to mind. Draw a mind map or a spider diagram to organize your thoughts. Here are some questions to help you. So like I just said, drawing a mind map will really help to jot down all your ideas or thoughts you have, and you can see it right in front of you and then go from there. So here are some questions that you could ask yourself while preparing your mind map. A says, will the pet need exercise? You need to give clear instructions, right? B says, will its cage, sandbox or tank need cleaning? And then you need to list that procedure as well. C says, what about food and water? How much and how often? What about special treats? D, what if something goes wrong? What is the vet's phone number? Who else can your friend contact in case of emergency? And then lastly, E, are there any special requirements or warnings? So when you write this text, you need to remember to give step-by-step instructions like you did yesterday with the pancakes. you need to remember it needs to be clear instructions and you need to include all information that is necessary, right? So like I said, before you write, it's always good to draw your mind map first. So here I have some examples of mind maps. I just put random topic ideas in the middle of them. So the one is how to look after my dog or how to feed my cat. So these just examples of how you can draw your mind map. Okay, so at the bottom of page 74, it tells us about linking phrases. So these are used to join ideas into one sentence. They are also used to give the order of events clearly. For example, before feeding Bruno, take him for a walk. After the walk, give him 2 cups of pellets. A bit later, if you have time, you can give him a brush. So you can see in the example that they gave us, they are joining many ideas into one sentence, right? So you can see it's after each other, so it's easy to read and it's not in just one big sentence and it's not overwhelming. It's easy to read and it's giving the clear instructions, right? So these are linking phrases. Okay, so now on page 75, we are starting with writing your first draft. So they say, use your mind map to write instructions for your friend. It may be easier to present your instructions in a numbered list. Remember to use imperatives. So they're saying before you write, you just did your mind map and you use your mind map to present your instructions, right? They're also giving you a suggestion where you can number your list. So you can do it step 1, step 2, step 3, or 1, 2, 3. It just makes it easier for somebody to follow and that they don't miss any instruction or any step to caring for your pet, right? So now we have another block here. It says imperatives. When you want to make a point forcefully, write it as an imperative. For example, do not put your fingers through the bars. If the fish is swimming on its side, take it to the vet straight away. Always lock the cage with the padlock. So we can see in these sentences, the imperatives they are using is very straight to the point. It tells us exactly what to do and how to do it, right? So it also helps the person reading it to know when to do something and how to do it, right? And to prove a point forcefully. Okay, so in the middle of the page, we're now at the after you write. So at this point, you already did your planning, your mind map, and all your ideas you wrote down. So now we need to revise, edit, and present your instructions. So usually after we do our first draft or our rough draft, we edit them, right? So that means we check for any spelling errors, we check our sentence structure, punctuation, all of those things, right? So number 1 says, check to see what you have included. Check to see that you have included all the details, right? Number 2 says, are your sentences easy to read? If they are clumsy or too long, rewrite them, right? Number 3, consider using headings to make your instructions very clear. And number 4, check for any spelling errors. Number 5, have you used punctuation marks correctly? And lastly, number 6, you should now be ready to write a final error-free copy of your instructions. Remember to write neatly. So basically this is a checklist. You check if you did all of these things and if they are correct, and then once you've edited your text and proofread it, you now can write your final draft, right? Okay, so for homework, please open your English workbook, and in there you will write today's heading, which is write instructional text, the date 8th of April 2020, pages 74 to 75, and you rule a line, right? So the first thing you will be doing is your mind map, then your rough draft, which you need to edit, right? While you're editing your rough draft, please use a different color pen, not red, any color except red. And then after your rough draft is edited and proofread, ask mommy or daddy, or if you have a brother or a sister, whoever's around you, ask them to help you to make any corrections and edit your rough draft with you. Then you will do your final draft after it's edited, right? So you'll do this activity in your English workbook, and that's it for homework, right? So I hope that everybody understands and that you write a nice creative piece about your pet and how to look after them, and I hope that it's done properly step by step. So yes, grade 6, enjoy your homework and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.